For nearly 4 decades, Costco has sold its $1.50 hot dog combo without raising the price, even as everything around it gets more expensive. If selling essentials at break even sounds unsustainable, you are not alone. But the truth behind how Costco really makes its money flips retail logic on its head, and it all comes down to a FEE you probably forgot you ever paid. Let's follow a shopper inside and uncover the profit engine hiding in plain sight. Costco's financial statements read like a riddle. In 2023, the company brought in $254 billion, selling everything from blueberries to big-screen TVs. Yet, when the dust settles, almost none of that revenue turns into actual profit from the products themselves. The real windfall comes from one line on the balance sheet: membership fees. That year, Costco collected $4.6 billion in membership dues. It is a tiny slice, just about 2% of total revenue. But here is the twist. Those fees account for nearly all of Costco's operating income. While competitors like Walmart and Target squeeze out 4 to 7% profit margins on products, Costco barely clears 2%. Most of its 800 warehouses are run almost at cost. The math is so tight that if you took away membership income, Costco's profits would practically vanish. The company even records membership revenue as deferred income, spreading it out over the year and creating a steady, predictable stream of cash that acts as a financial safety net. This is why the $1.50 hot dog can stay put, and why the store's prices often undercut everyone else. The real business is not in selling goods, it is in selling access. The relentless focus on membership flips the entire retail equation upside down, making the entry fee the engine that keeps the whole operation running. Sarah stands at the membership counter, weighing her options. The Gold Star card now costs $65 a year, while the executive tier runs $130, and it promises 2% back on purchases. For a lot of shoppers, the decision feels mathematical. How much do you have to spend to make the fee worth it? The answer is surprisingly low. Just $3,000 a year in purchases, and you have covered the basic membership. That is a 2.17% savings threshold. For executive members, the break-even is higher, but so are the perks. But here is where the mind games kick in. Once that card is in your wallet, every shopping trip becomes a mission to justify the upfront cost. Miss a month? Suddenly, skipping Costco feels like wasting money you have already spent. The sunk cost bias takes over, because nobody wants to feel like they are leaving value on the table. This is not just theory. Costco's renewal rate hovers around 92% in the United States and Canada, year after year, even after a recent fee hike. The company does not have to chase lapsed members because most people come back on their own. That predictable stream of renewals turns the membership fee into a kind of retail subscription, locking in loyalty before the first item even hits the cart. A trip through Costco feels like a treasure hunt. But there is a method behind the madness. Instead of lining the aisles with every possible toothpaste or cereal, Costco stocks only about 3,700 items at any given time. That is a fraction of the 30,000 plus you would find at a typical supermarket. The limited menu is not a drawback. It is Costco's secret weapon. By doubling down on a short list of products, the company buys in massive quantities, giving it leverage that few retailers can match. Suppliers know that landing a spot in Costco means moving truckloads, not just cases, and they are willing to cut prices deep for the privilege. Take the rotisserie chicken. Costco sells around 137 million of them each year. That kind of volume does not just keep prices low, it lets Costco set the terms. The same goes for everything from detergent to denim. With inventory turning over roughly 12 times a year compared to the retail average of 8, products do not gather dust. Fast turnover means fresh stock, less waste, and more cash flowing back into the business. The catch is this: if you wait too long to buy that tempting new gadget or gourmet snack, it might be gone on your next visit. The limited selection and ever-changing lineup keep members coming back just to see what is new or what vanished while they were not looking. Long before the e-commerce boom, Costco's founders made a series of quiet bets on suburban land. In the early 1990s, a typical plot for a new warehouse might cost $5 to $10 million. Today, some of those same parcels are valued at $50 to $100 million or more. Owning the ground beneath its stores gives Costco a hidden reserve of wealth, real estate that quietly appreciates while competitors pay rising rents. This ownership is not just about balance sheet strength, it means Costco controls its own destiny, avoiding landlord negotiations and unpredictable lease hikes. But the assets are not just in concrete and land deeds. Walk the aisles and you will see Kirkland's signature stamped on everything from batteries to Bordeaux. About 25 to 30% of Costco's sales now come from Kirkland products. The secret is that many of these items are produced by the same suppliers behind the big-name brands: Kirkland batteries by Duracell, Kirkland diapers by Kimberly-Clark, even vodka bottled by French distillers known for luxury labels. By cutting deals directly with top manufacturers, the Kirkland team delivers premium quality at prices that undercut the competition. This dual moat, owning valuable real estate and controlling a trusted exclusive brand, makes it tough for rivals to catch up. While others chase quarterly profits, Costco quietly builds long-term wealth and member loyalty, one land deal and one Kirkland label at a time. Costco's approach to staffing and store layout looks almost backward compared to mainstream retail. Hourly workers make around $27 an hour on average, far above the industry norm. Instead of burning through new hires, Costco's turnover rate sits near 6%, while the typical retailer cycles through 60% of its staff each year. That difference is not just a line on a spreadsheet. For a 500-person warehouse, the savings from lower turnover alone can reach $945,000 annually. Fewer new hires means less money wasted on constant recruiting and training, and more time with experienced employees who know how to keep things moving. That experience pays off on the warehouse floor. Rather than elaborate displays, most products stay on the same pallets they arrived on. Forklifts move merchandise straight from the truck to the aisle, cutting out hours of labor that would otherwise go to shelf stocking and rearranging. This pallet-to-floor method, along with a streamlined product lineup, keeps selling, general, and administrative expenses, SG and A, at about 9% of revenue. In traditional retail, that number can climb to 15% or higher. The result is seasoned employees, fewer wasted hours, and a store that runs lean. Every efficiency, from payroll to pallet placement, frees up cash for what matters most, keeping prices low enough that members never question the value of coming back. At the edge of every Costco parking lot, a line of cars snakes toward the gas pumps. There is a reason for the wait. Costco's gas is almost always 10 to 20 cents cheaper per gallon than the station across the street. For a typical fill-up, that is $1.50 to $3 left in the member's pocket, and, on paper, lost from Costco's. The real play is not profit at the pump. It is traffic. Each discounted fill-up brings a member to the warehouse, and most do not just drive away. The pattern is clear. Fill the tank, head inside, and leave with a cart loaded with everything from laundry detergent to frozen shrimp. The average basket for these fuel-linked trips often tops $200, far above the store-wide average. Multiply that by 130 million cardholders, and the numbers start to snowball. Every gas loss leader becomes a catalyst, spinning the flywheel faster. More trips mean more sales, which justify even lower prices, which keep renewal rates high, which in turn funds the next round of discounts. This self-reinforcing cycle, fueled by gas, anchored by membership, and powered by scale, creates a moat that rivals cannot cross. Without millions of loyal shoppers and the steady churn of warehouse traffic, competitors cannot afford to match the gas discount, let alone the prices inside. Costco's flywheel is not just theory, it is a living, breathing system, driven by the simple act of filling up the tank. Nearly 90% of Costco members renew every year, fueling a model where loyalty, not markups, pays the bills. As costs rise everywhere else, this strategy turns membership into a rare economic shield. In a world obsessed with margins, Costco bets on trust. That is the real price of admission.